didn't hear what we was talking about.
Yeah, that shit looks foreign. That's after the show.
Yeah,
about that.
We might need to do a video about that.
Yes, because a lot of people don't know about it though.
I know.
All right, what am I at?
I don't know.
Whatever.
People have jobs.
Shoot it. It's 2:00, but they're gonna catch you on the flip side. Hey, I'm Nikki. Well, Nicole Swaze from Amazingly Natural. I have my beautiful sister from another mister here.
Hey, it's Elle with the jewelry drop and of Heavens and Cleaning.
And she got a bunch of other stuff she do. This girl, she the bomb. I love her. Oh, that's my pretty show.
Peace. How you doing?
So we're here today because my boo gonna talk about her natural hair journey. Everybody got a story, and I love hearing different people's story of it. So I know she got a juicy one. So yeah.
So I don't know where you want me to start. Back when my mom was like burning my hair out.
Until you took over and started taking over for yourself. Yes.
It's like my mom never burnt my hair out. Okay,
Mine did.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she saw her friend put a perm in her daughter hair, so she. Let me try it.
Okay.
So I've been.
Hey, Kanisha. Wait, I'm trying to get the angle right on this joint. I want people to see you. Oh, this is so ghetto. Don't say nothing.
Right, we try to make it work.
I'm gonna just take the charger off. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Let's get into this natural hair journey.
Yes.
So, all right. So, like, my mom, she was a kitchen beautician. Like, we would be every week. You go in the kitchen.
Right.
You lay up on the sink, get your hair washed, get it pressed out. Cornrows, beads, you know, all that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, I don't know why that's happening. But yeah, my mom was really into like using a lot of hair grease. And I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
I don't know. Do they? I see a lot of people using oils, but I don't see the hair grease no more. Like
this and like going down the, going down the part or whatever, But,
hey, Jane.
Yeah, like growing up, our hair was very long. It was just me and my sister. Our hair was very long, very well maintained. My mom didn't let nobody touch it, right? Come like 8th grade, everybody's getting a perm. And I'm like, Mom, I want a perm, I want a perm, I want a perm. And she's like, you don't need a perm. And her and my sister would go to the hair salon all the time. It was fly all the time, but my sister was older.
Okay.
So I was like, I want to be grown, I want a perm. Worst decision ever.
Been there, done that.
Worst decision ever. It starts to get thin, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if I like my hair this thin. Because, like, even when you hot comb your hair, it is not as thin as the perm.
No, because I feel like the kinks make it heavier and like I guess healthier looking. Yeah. But when you put that creamy crack in and then put heat on top of it, brittle, it'll coming right down.
I know.
And then my hair look like it's full, but once you put a perm in it, it feel like I only got like 13 strands of hair. We like, yeah.
And your hair is like super thick. So like super thick looking anyway, but it's probably like real soft.
Exactly. Yeah. So like with the whole box, the box braids I could do, I just gotta be more cautious of who do it.
Right.
Back when I used to get it done, girl, no micros was my thing. That's why I'm not. My edges from traumatic from that.
Because some things will fall right out from the root too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
Not even try. If you put it in your hair, or you know how you put in a tight ponytail, or do other styles with the micros.
Yeah. Definitely.
Up everything.
I know. So, through high school, it was thin, but everybody wore a wrap. You wrapped it up every night, and then you combed it out in your hair like, straight as hell, like laying on your face, all crazy looking, but we thought it was thorough, so.
Right.
Exactly. And then, like, after high school, it's like, go right into corporate America. Back then, you wasn't wearing braids and stuff in the banks. I worked in finance and stuff like that, so. Wait, you gotta be in the video.
They always see my face, girl. They need to see somebody else's face.
So, what Kanisha said, she said, I used to have a stylist that permed my hair, and then pressed it. Oh my God!
That's
she
like
permed it and pressed it.
Yup, that's my mom used to do that too, because she used to do hair in her kitchen. So after that would always be the heat after it. That's why my hair would get to a certain length and break off.
Right.
That's why I'm so happy I'm past that list now.
So to that point, people are always used to always say like black people's hair don't grow or don't grow as fast as, and is. Come on. We know that that's false now.
Yeah, right.
It does grow, but we not taking care of it properly.
Right.
So.
But I would say it's like a transition, and it's a lot of females that take care of their hair better now.
Yes, way more.
Yeah. And I get a lot of them that come in here and they asking me, well, what's wrong with my hair and scalp? Like, I don't know. I don't live on that every day. I don't know what you put in it every day, but that's good that they want to know.
Yeah. You know? And that's the start. And I think that we have to, like, your hair is part of your body. Just like you put shea butter on your skin every day, and you gotta do that for your hair.
Exactly.
You gotta moisturize it, you gotta hydrate it. Like, and this old thing that people used to say, like, oh, don't wash your hair a lot.
Yes, I had to unlearn that, because being natural, your hair is like a plant. It loves water.
Yes. When
I used to get parents would be like, don't get your hair wet, stay away from that water. So I'm like, well, what's going to happen? And I, from the straightness to the kinks, that's why we had to stay away from it. But
I literally had people tell me that if I washed my hair too much, it was going to dry it out. Now, their thinking it was the water. No, it's the product that's stripping.
Well,
so you got to have the right. You gotta have the right products.
Exactly.
Amazingly natural.
You know
it. So then after corporate America, during corporate America, I went through my whole like awakening stage.
Yeah. Ooh, I know they ain't know how to handle that.
I was coming in there literally with individual braids. I was looking like Celie. Like, I'm fitting to grow this perm out. I had people coming in my office like, are you okay? Dead up. Like, they was like, what is wrong with Les? Like, what is going on? So after I let my perm start growing out, I was like, yo, my wave pattern is super dope. Because growing up, you would get your hair washed and then blow dried immediately. Like, you never knew like what your hair looked like. Which is
It's crazy, because when my hair used to grow out, and you know how you get the new growth, I will always be in love with the curls. But then I couldn't really never fall in love with it, because it was the heat that come right after it. And I was like so conditioned to, like, as soon as I get out of my whatever protective hairstyle, I would put heat to it. Even if I wasn't getting perms anymore, I would still put heat to it. Like, I was addicted to heat.
I know.
Like, it being straight. Like, okay,
and
girl.
that smell.
Yes, you could smell the toxins just burning right out of your damn
I know. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But yeah, I started growing it out, and then I finally, did the big chop. And my hair was probably about this short. And you don't feel confident at first. And you like, I look ugly or whatever, And then, like, I felt like back in the day, guys were even funny about it. Like, oh, you gonna get your hair done, or do you straighten your hair? Or, like, kind of like, I'm gonna need you to fix this.
Exactly. They think it's undone if you, like, wear it out in a fro. You like, this is my hairstyle for the day. You tried it. Little do you know. And I just did all this damn work to this thing to get it that way. Yeah.
So after I left corporate America, it really didn't even matter, because then I became a massage therapist. So everybody's so eclectic.
Told you she do everything. Everything.
So I was like, I'm gonna lock my hair. And people was like, oh, your hair, you can't do it. Your hair too curly. It's too loose. It's too soft. It's too this.
Always got an excuse, right?
So I said, well, I'm going to start my own locks. I put 2 strand twists on my hair, and then I just never combed them out. I had them for 5 years. They was like down the hair. Like, and during that journey back to the water, because people said don't get your hair wet even with the locks. That's what made my hair lock up faster. So every morning when I would get in the shower, I would not wear a shower cap. I would make sure that steam is getting it, and then it would swell up, and then I would just kind of like twist the root, to make it look neat or whatever. And as time went on, I helped so many people start their locks and maintain their locks, not professionally, just Because they're like wondering why their locks are so thin and like breaking. And
right, true.
You got to, just like you said, it's a plant.
Exactly.
And you're keeping dead hair in your head, so that's a whole nother type of thing. When you're trying to like moisturize and save dead hair.
Yeah. I had a ex-girlfriend. I don't really talk about her like that, but anyway, she used to she had locks, so but when a lock would fall out, she'd get it retwisted back. I was just like,
I don't like that.
That's like recycling hair. It's like that's false advertisement in a kind of in a way, but do you, boo boo?
And even from a spiritual standpoint, if that hair wants to go,
that part
you gotta let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. But
because me, since I didn't have locks, that would seem like I was taking the dead hair out of my brush and putting it back in my hair.
Right.
To me. It's just like, oh, girl, throw that shit in the trash.
Right.
Grow another one.
Right.
Because it's going to grow back.
Exactly. Because I see people all the time cutting their locks off on video and then having the stylist reattach every single one of them.
I didn't get that at all.
Y'all don't say nothing. Don't be mad at me because I said that. That don't make sense to me. I don't know. But
me neither. Like, let that shit go.
Right.
For me, that feel like it's time for a new awakening or something, a new journey.
Right. Absolutely. But the whole time I had my locks, I got more into oil, like what you was talking about before, rather than like greases and pomades and things like that, because that would like stick in the lock and make it look dirty and dusty. And
do it get gunky?
Yeah, real gunky.
Oh, okay.
And I know you see the videos where they do like the lock detoxes and you see all of that dirt.
Yes, the dirt. And what they use?
Baking soda and vinegar.
Okay.
Now, I do suggest people do that. I used to do that when my locks had got real long. That's when I started doing it, because then they're like long, so you could really look at them. Like you could look at them, like this or whatever. And I'm like, ew, these joints is a little dirty. And I used to dye my locks, so that's when you dye your hair, you can't really see what's in there or what's going on. So so during the lock journey, I think I learned how to take care of natural hair a lot better. Surprisingly, with locks. And then I had that thing where it was like, it's time to let this energy go. I've got to get rid of my locks. So I went on YouTube and I was like, I think I want to comb them out instead of cut them out.
Ooh, so how'd that go?
About a month. So I started like in the middle, like in the back, and you basically just do this until they come all the way out. Now I twisted my locks. I didn't interlock my locks. If you interlock them, that's basically making a knot.
Oh, tingling it up.
Right. So you can't comb those out.
Right.
Yeah. So I combed them out. I had a bag of hair about this big, y'all.
Your hair?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was 5 years of hair.
Yeah, true. And then you shed that much hair over the time.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah. But my hair was pretty long. I probably lost about 4 inches because my hair was dyed, like I said, so that broke off anyway.
Of course, yeah.
But I still did a pretty big chop. Like I cut it to like up here so it was like healthy or whatever. And I did not miss my locks, but I did miss the length. So I was like, oh, I don't think I like the way I look again. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I get it.
So I tried to start locks again. That lasted for like 8 months. And I was like, man, screw this. Because what I was trying not to do was to put weave in my hair. But now y'all know I have it in all the time now.
They come in handy, though.
Yeah.
Especially when you do it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and it's funny because I think with natural hair journeys, girls feel like weave is like the enemy or whatever.
Yeah, yep. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's the enemy. It's all how you take care of your hair underneath that wig or in between the hairstyles and stuff.
Right.
Some of them can make your hair grow. Like if you constantly getting braided. But you got to take a break from it sometimes and deep condition, hot oil treatment, get your scalp together so it could go back into them braids and put your hair hat back on.
Right, hair hat. That's what I call it too. That's what I call it too.
Definitely what it is. You take that thing off, we go in the house, you put it back on before you go back out. So.
And that's one thing, I could never get into wigs. Now, when I used to go out when I was a young thought, I would have my go out wig, you know. Yeah. But I never could wear a wig for a whole day, like out in public. I always thought people were staring at me.
Yeah, me, like, do they know? Right. And me, I can't take care of like the other stuff.
Nicole.
My with weaves or wigs, I always thought they had no too.
Right.
But I also feel like I always put mine on ass backwards.
What
I'm
you
going to the store, it's like, something don't look right. I'm like, I don't think it's right. It be on backwards, sideways, because I used to have like the curly type of
wigs so you don't never know which way it go.
Yeah. So it'd be like more fluffier on this side, but that's supposed to be the back side. It's like, girl, just throw that in the trash and do your own hair.
I did used to do the we used to call them falls back in the day. I don't know what they're called now. The ones that kind of start here. And you like wear your natural hair in the front, but it got like a clip.
Yeah.
And it like
it's like called I think a half something.
Yeah, like a half wig.
Okay, cool.
I used to do the half wigs. She said twins. See,
girl,
we're not the same person. I told y'all.
I know.
When you had your video of you opening the store, people was like, "Oh my God, you got a store!" I was like, "That's not me. What is wrong with y'all? Like, what? Did y'all not read?"
No, they just see light-skinned people. No. See light-skinned girls with light eyes, they like, oh, y'all,
right.
Y'all related, y'all sisters. No.
Right.
Why can't we just be close friends?
Oh, man, I don't know why mine ain't working. Maybe it don't like this, it might not like this area.
This the Wi-Fi, use one of these for the Wi-Fi joint.
Yeah, but so after I got more comfortable, like, being able to, I don't even know why that won't come up either. I'll just copy your video.
I told you, look, mine was acting up earlier, so you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let me take that off. I don't know if that'll make a difference. But yeah, after I started, everybody in my family can basically do hair. My mom, my sister, my cousin Angela. Shout out Angela. So we always, was able to do our own hair, and that helped a lot because then I could experiment and not waste too much money.
True that.
Because I've put in hairstyles and wear it for one day and I'd be like, just got to go out, or it's heavy.
Yep.
So that's what I had to realize about the hair, the different hairs, like how heavy it can be and how damaging it can be to your hair.
Definitely did.
Yeah. So this is spring twist hair, and it's very, very lightweight. And you don't have to like curl the bottoms of it. You just literally just twist it.
Right. Yeah. You don't gotta burn it or nothing like
that.
Yeah. When I used to get my hair burnt in the shops that I used to go to, it felt like it affected me on the inside. Like it felt like it went right to my ovaries. It was burning something down there. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not
chemical
good.
Smells are terrible,
and it affects you in some type of way, especially if you go constantly and you constantly I feel bad if the ones that gotta work in there gotta like inhale that all day, especially the pregnant lady. She is a pregnant one over there too,
for real.
Yeah, and I feel like that affects you in some type of way.
Yeah, it does, because I used to work in like this spa, and it had a salon in the front, and they would do I told her to get up in this picture. She would do keratin treatments. I don't know if you ever smelled that before, but that's extremely toxic. Really? So they even like warn people like, oh, this is a toxic product, but they up there putting it in, and then when you blow dry it, you can smell it. So that's like a different way you can straighten your hair.
Oh no, see.
But yeah, breathing that in.
Hey.
Hello. But yeah, going in every day and inhaling them chemicals is the same as like people, they silly.
Yes.
Is the same as like when you get that relaxer every couple of weeks and it's seeping into your scalp, all of them daggone chemicals.
Yep, and that's a lot of people get fibroid problems from that.
Yes.
And other stuff, but I know fibroids is the
I'm sure it's linked to cervical cancer as well. And like, see, black women have to realize we don't we don't have hereditary problems. We have problems because we're doing the same things as what our parents did.
Yeah.
It's not that cervical cancer runs in my family. No, all of y'all like to get relaxers every 4 weeks. Like, what is you doing?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah.
That chemical stuff is affecting you some type of way. It might cure your curls and kinks and stuff, but it's affecting you internally some type of way. It might not hit you right then and there, but over years, that stuff crewing and it'll start. Now your kidneys bad, you got fibroids, you can't get pregnant.
Right.
It's hard to get pregnant, and I feel like the USA or whatever always got it set up to kill the fetus or not extrapolate us some type of way.
It's going on right now.
With that'll be
a different video.
Yeah. What about the shot, right? The Keratin shot.
Listen, I ain't want to get into it. We might get shut down.
True that.
But but yeah, like I had to when I was being a massage therapist and I went to school for 10 months for that. You learn all about the body. And it's like, that's under like the nursing umbrella. So you have to learn like pathology, kinesiology. You got to learn everything. And it's like, I learned so much about how the body works. And I'm like, I got to get away from all chemicals. Yeah. So it started with my lotions, my deodorants, the hair products, you know. But see, back then, I couldn't just walk in on Frankford Avenue and buy a black-owned natural hair product. Right. So it's like so much easier now. And there's no excuse for anybody not to even at least try a natural product at this point. You know what I mean? So, as time went on, I think as I matured, I just felt more comfortable in myself, and I didn't care what other people thought how I should wear my hair, or you know what I mean.
Yes.
And that's when you look the best, when you
got it in yourself, your self-care and your self-love. It's like you don't give a hell about what other people say, because everybody gonna always have an opinion about you. But they ain't living right. They ain't living right. They hair not right, but they want to tell you how to do your thing.
Your mom said she need a perm.
She always good. She don't need a perm.
And you don't need no perm. You always got braids in your hair.
That's what I'm saying. And then her hair grew fast. She cut her hair because she was getting a perm, but it didn't. Something happened. So she cut her hair and it grew back real fast. I'm like, see, I'm trying to tell you, that perm be stagnating it because it gets to a certain part and it breaks off.
It does. It fries it off. And I think I was watching something and I said to somebody like, "Oh my God, people still get perms?" And they kind of looked at me like,
right.
And I was dead serious. Like I didn't even know that was a
and I don't see it in hair stores like that. If it do, it got like a bunch of dust on it because
that's
nobody's
what
doing
I'm
it no
saying.
more.
And I didn't go into hair stores for years when I had my locks, but that was also a protest, and we won't talk about that either.
Child, I haven't been in a hair store like that neither.
But see, recently, I'll go and get a whole bunch of packs of this,
right?
And stock up so I can get a few hairstyles out of it.
Right.
But I went to go get some edge control the other day, and I was like, yo, it's still the same products out from when we were young. And I can't believe it's like still on these shelves and like people are using it. And like the list of ingredients is like this in the products.
And how long the ingredients is like this. As long as your arm.
Exactly.
Like, oh, what's that? How you pronounce that? What is that?
Facts. So, like, we got to be just super mindful of that and not be lazy and not be cheap, because it is going to cost you more money. Especially if you're trying to see what works for you. That's when I say it costs you more money. But, like, your stuff, you give big bottles and big portions, so it's not even.
And then you don't even have to use a lot,
right?
Because people go ham with the conditioner,
right?
You know, with the curly But with that, it's super hydrating and moisturizing. You don't need a lot. I did that on purpose so you won't have to use a whole bunch or run out fast. But if you got a lot of hair, I mean that's on another thing. You have to buy double.
Basically. But I'm just grateful that, you know, I just started not caring what people thought.
I think, true.
Because that's what it's all about.
Yep.
Because people will ask me all the time, like girls that only wear weave, they're constantly asking me questions, and I'm like, just take the leap. Take that off your head.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not that bad. Because once people get used to seeing you in your natural hair, it's you know? if they constantly see you with weave, makeup, and all that stuff, they're gonna get used to seeing you like that. So when you not wearing it, it's like a whole shock. Like, girl, what happened? You all right?
Exactly.
So once you do that big step, and then they constantly keep seing you in your natural form, then they're like, oh, you know.
Right. And we are the only race that even has to talk about this, because everybody else can just wash their hair in the morning and walk out the door. So
they sloppy bun and stuff like that. But we go a sloppy bun. What's you all right?
Yeah,
you ain't do your hair today.
Right?
Yeah,
why
I
you
did.
do your
My
hair?
Sloppy bun.
Right. But yeah, it's so many videos out here. Shout out to my sister. My sister was one of the original curly girls. My sister had 20,000 people on YouTube watching her. She started that whole co-washing thing, and you go, sis. Listen, Healthy Hair Journey was the name. Like, she was the original. Like, it was like 3 of them on YouTube at that time that was doing that.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like
everybody.
Yeah.
Every type of texture that you have, you can find a YouTuber with the same type of texture or post to your texture.
Right.
So you can get a bit more feel of where you should go, what route you should go, stuff like that. But yeah.
And people have to be realistic about which your hair can do. So like I wanted thick locks. I couldn't have thick locks because my hair isn't thick.
Right. Exactly.
But I can get the illusion of it if I put weave in my hair. So now I can do that. But some people think that like you'll see somebody's locks and be like, I want my hair like that,
and it's gonna come out exactly the same, and then they get mad because they hear, but your hair not the same as her hair. Her hair is more coarser than yours, and it can hold a little something more than yours and stuff,
But I've learned a lot over the years, and like I was talking to my mom and she was like, I never permed your hair. And I was like, yes, you did. And we was going through this thing because, like, we're all into natural hair now. So she's like, she blocked that out of her head. Like, I ain't never do that to my child. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. But in all fairness, I begged her. I was like, I do not want to go to 9th grade without this relaxer. And so she let me do it in 8th grade. And TLC was big when I was in 8th grade. I'm aging myself. And I got my hair cut like T-Boz. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Ooh, I know. So
but she ain't let me shave the back. So I had like the mullet. I had the long in the back and the short up top. That joke was crazy looking. But I thought it was fly. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I get excited now when I do my hair. It's not like a chore anymore.
Right, exactly.
And I'll be like, ooh, let me see my hair. Right. Like when I take out my braid, I'll be like, let me see what it look like today. Exactly. You know, like, so, and that goes back to self-care as well.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, you gotta take care. It literally is your crown. Exactly. Like, why would you not? Like, that's like not washing your hands or not trimming your nails. Like, you got to maintain all of this. You know what I mean?
Right. I remember when I used to go on trips or even like go out, it's like I couldn't go nowhere unless my hair was even in a weave or done up.
Right.
But now, happy and nappy. I'm like, where we going? You didn't get hair done? I'm gonna get my hair braid. I'm not going just like this.
Right.
I got my products, so I can do a little flat twist this day.
Right, exactly.
Or throughout the day, and then bring my fro out at night.
Yes,
so you know, and
it's
less money too.
Way less,
girl.
I spent so much money in the hair stores before.
Or when I used to get weaves and stuff. Every 2 weeks.
I can't even imagine.
Girl.
I can't even imagine. Yo.
Just the money I spent on that nonsense, I could have been halfway saved up for a crib right now.
Yeah. Dad up. Because if you look at it monthly, yeah. For real.
Because once I got the sew-in, then every 2 weeks I would have to go get it washed and then curl. Because I didn't know how to take care of weave. It'd be curly up here and the weave be straight down here. I was one of those. I'm like, I cannot. This just go natural. Stop that. But yeah, I saved a hell of a lot of money going natural. And then the money I was putting into, I might as well use that to grow my own hair to the length that I want.
Exactly. Yup.
And that's my goal now. So what's your hair goal? What's your hair length goal now?
All right. So like right now it's about to my shoulder. I'm just gonna keep growing it. So you know they say it's like a 1/2 inch per month. So that's like 6 inches per year that your hair could possibly grow. 6 inches in a year is amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was like, that's a little too little for me. I'm just so greedy. I just want my shit
6 inches. So I'm gonna see if it can happen. So I clipped my hair. It's on my page because I actually went to my friend Sierra. She straightened my hair. That was the first time I had got my hair straightened, like by a professional in years.
How was it?
It was good, but it only lasted like 3 days because my hair is super curly. So, but she gave me such a good trim, and she layered it just a little bit so my curls will fall, the right way or whatever.
Okay.
So my goal is, I want to say that was probably in, let me see, March, probably April. So by this time next April, I'm hoping my hair is like down here.
Ooh, that's long.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. At least the back of my hair anyway, because the top of my hair is a little shorter. Yeah. I want to also maintain the thickness. So I've been very careful not to pull my hair too tight when I put my twist in. Right. Because you know how it is with that hair. You lose a couple of strands, you might as well just chalk it up. Like, you be looking at the brush like, man, my hairstyle ain't even gonna come out right now. I done took all my extra hair out. Like, you know.
13 strong ass strands of hair. You like, bitch, you gotta hold on.
Yes. That's why I be like, yo, your mom said titty lip. That's right.
Yes.
So, yeah, like, yeah, the struggle is real with the hair. I'm trying to tell y'all. Yeah. And if you have thick hair, stop complaining. We want thick hair, okay? True. People like, my hair is so thick. Oh my god. But again, watch some YouTube videos. Find a girl that got the same type of hair, because y'all be having a bomb ass twist outs with thick hair. Yes. And the froze be big, and they be beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I don't know. They got more patience than me when it comes to, like, after you take your braids and twist out and got to separate the curls.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Yes. There be clumps right here. I get to it.
I know. And I'm like, I always want to challenge myself to, like, get all the way through the hairstyle. And I'll just be like, and then I'll, like, go like this and try to, make it, like, stick out more, and then I get out the door and it'd be like but that's why I know my hair needs to be a lot longer for it to look bigger,
right?
Yeah.
My shrinkage is just rude.
Yeah,
rude.
I know.
Like, oh, you think you cute now? Wait till you reach your store. This fro ain't gonna be as big as you thought it was.
I know.
I get it here look like I had a helmet on.
Yo, it be the worst, and you don't even know till you look in the mirror, because you walking all through like, yeah, they like my crown today, and you walk past the store mirror, and you be like,
no wonder everybody looking at
I got the Florida Evans joint going on, the joint flat, because you've been sitting in the car like this. You joint flat in the back.
I don't leave up and get some before you get out the house. You gonna have a flat back.
Yes. Listen. The struggle be real. Listen, ladies, keep a pick with you. Keep a mirror with you.
Yeah. Fucking spray brown with
water. Moisten your hair during the day, because that water will give your curls back some life.
Yeah.
Like, yo. And I didn't even catch on to the whole smushed in the back situation for a while, okay? I think I had somebody maybe at work that came up, and it was somebody I was cool with, because I would have freaked out. They was like, trying to, you fix your sister crown. Like, come on, chick, you looking all crazy back here.
They were like, you was late against her, wasn't you? Like, I was
Yo, so it is a lot of trial and error with natural hairstyles. Like, that's just how it is. But
it is. But
listen,
I wouldn't take it no other way.
Me either,
it's so much fun.
It is.
You playing, you get to know your curls and stuff.
Yeah. And there's some hairstyles that you can do that I can't do.
Right.
And that I can do that you can't
exactly.
Because of the different textures. So
and the shape of your head too. And your shape of your face.
Yeah.
And then also curly, sometimes natural hair don't go with certain outfits. I'm peeping.
Yeah. So
I would save some hairstyles till I get box braids, because it don't look right with my fro.
Right.
That is so weird to me. I don't understand why, but it is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Curly hair don't go with all of your hair or your outfits.
And that's funny you said that, because when I was on vacation, I was like, okay, let me see what I'm wearing, and then I'll know how I'm gonna do my hair.
See?
So I got my outfits, and then I was like, okay, this could be for twists. Sometimes it is the box braids because they lay flatter,
right? And you can do whatever.
You can do different things with it and things like that. So yeah, like
I put on something the other day, and I had my hair out in the front. I'm like, I wore this with box braids, and it was hitting.
Right,
it's not hitting like it is there with this fro. I didn't even do it. I'm like, that's crazy though. It's cute though. It's different.
Yeah.
That's only people with curly hair can understand that. Though.
I know. And guess what? We all got curly hair because I'm so tired of people saying like, well, my hair don't do what your hair do. If you would moisturize it and condition it, it will.
Exactly.
Anytime you put conditioner in your hair, it goes like this.
Yep.
That's not naps.
Yep.
And you got to pull the conditioner through your hair. Make sure it's on every strand. And you got to train your hair. Just like you trained your hair to be straight, you got to train your hair to be curly.
Right.
So, like, listen, it's going to be work, but I promise you.
It all pays off at the end.
It pays off.
Because my hair wasn't like this. That thing, when I first started going natural, and I decided to wear my natural hair out, and I remember walking through Walmart, and some lady looked at me like, ooh, she need a wig.
Wait, she said that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, because my hair wasn't, I was going to go get some products, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this weave. I had like, you know how when you have your weave out, the leave out be like, flat iron to death, so it's like burnt.
Super straight and damaged.
So that's like my antennas was sticking up, and the rest of it was just fro. And she like, you need a weave. I'm like, damn, bitch, you could have kept that to yourself. Like, damn, that's hurt my personality. Like, I'm trying to build my damn self-esteem.
You trying to feel good about yourself.
So that's why you gotta feel good about yourself and just don't give a fuck when you get real hair, because people will always come with their opinions.
Yes, and it's going to take time for it to be healthy, especially if you do have heat damage. Because I had a lot of heat damage because when I first went natural, I was still like, well, maybe I can flat iron it. And then you turn up the dial and turn up the dial, and next thing you know,
curls feel like it's giving you a battle. Like, okay, one more notch up.
Right.
And basically your hair is just saying like, I don't like this.
I had heat damage like a mug. So if you start your curly journey and you got them curls and then you got them stringy straight pieces, cut that crap off. That do not look cute. And you're not keeping length. Just cut it off. Get somebody that can cut your hair in layers or knows how to cut curly hair, and then they can make it look fuller.
Right.
But yeah, I do try to stay away from heat. Shout out to Sierra again. Her business is courtesy of C. Yeah. But
so she's a natural hairstylist.
She does a lot of braids, but when she straightens people's hair, she uses a titanium straightener. And she uses certain products, because as soon as I washed my hair, my curls came boing right back, because I was very nervous, because I ain't never had my hair that straight before. I was like, you gave me one of these like old school straight, like she straightened my hair, okay? And she put me on to what type of flat iron to get. So I immediately went and got this titanium. So you're not looking for like ceramic, it's a titanium plate. And I used it probably about 4 times since then, and I straightened my hair, but it would be for like an evening, you know, if I was going out trying to be extra, you know, like, I got hair.
Exactly, right? Y'all show off the lip every now and then.
Right. Just so y'all know,
right?
You know, but get quality hair tools. Don't be getting the cheap stuff. Get you a hair dryer that also has they have like the ionic technology, and like get the fancy hair dryer. You're gonna have it for a long time. It's not gonna fry your hair. It's just gonna dry it. Okay, so you know you gotta invest. We spend money on pocketbooks and sneakers and all of this.
I be trying to tell them though, like they don't want to hear it.
You gotta invest. You gotta invest. Yeah.
If you want some good results, you gotta spend good money on stuff. If you get the cheap results, you're not gonna get that much of a result.
Yeah. Not at all. So none of that Family Dollar stuff. And it's just because it looked like it's made by a black person. And I know you know, because you had posted about that before.
Yes. I just put up a post when they got some girl, she's in a hair store. She's basically weighing out what's black owned and what's not. When a lot of them got black faces on it, doesn't mean they black owned. That's how they want to get your money though.
They be having African flags, RBG flags, all types of stuff.
Yes, and a whole white man in the back on the yacht.
Yes,
and that's his company. What? You don't know nothing about no curls,
and you already know they ain't putting the right chemicals in there.
If the first thing, and then also y'all got to read your ingredients. If the first 5 ingredients are some toxic stuff that you probably can't even pronounce, 9 times out of 10 you don't need it.
Exactly. You know they put it in the order of how much is in there. So if it start off with alcohol, it's like mainly alcohol. You know what I mean? So we gotta like really read the back of these bottles.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, read the back of the bottle and then get a good hair regimen down. So once you get a good hair regimen down, you'll see a difference in your hair. You'll see your hair go from nappy to like well moisturized because you're using the right stuff and you're doing it like frequently. You can't moisturize your hair once a month.
Right.
You ain't gonna get no type of anything with that. You got to be persistent with it. Like my self-care day is Sundays. So while I'm deep conditioning stuff, I also steam, you know, down there because you got to everything down there, right? And then while that's doing that, I might get my hot oil together. So once I rinse out my deep conditioning, then I go to the hot oil. So that way I ain't got to do it later on in the month. It's already done. Right.
So I wanted to talk about the difference between like moisturizing and hydrating, because that's something that I learned later in life. Again, because they say, you know, told black people to stay away from water in their hair. So I didn't even know hydration was a thing. But yeah, you gotta you can steam your head up here too. You don't have to just steam your yoni. Steam your hair, or just, you don't need a shower cap. You can just go into the shower. You don't have to necessarily like drench your hair, but let the steam hit your hair. Let that moisturizer come in. And Nikki sell these really good spray bottles. I spray my hair with water and just let the, you know, let your hair soak it up. It wants the water. Do not stay away from water if you're trying to make your hair grow. Your
hair is really a plant, like for real.
Right. So after you hydrate your hair with the water, then you want to put the oil in to hold in that moisture. So
it's easy. Like I guess once they get in the hang of it, then like, oh, this is so easy. But you just do it,
and you'll see the immediate difference, because you might think that your hair can't do certain stuff, but if you hydrate it and then you lock that in with them oils, your hair is going to do something way different than what you thought it could do. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll be looking like I got a Jerry curl. I'll be like, where are these curls come from?
Especially when I get out the shower, it's like, oh, juiciness. You gotta shake that, do that little bob shake.
And it's so funny because, like, my mom, again, she'll be like, I don't remember your hair being able to do that. And I'm like, yo, I know, because you blow dried it all the time. Like, and she would be like, hair with it, like, you know, like drying that hair out. Oh my God.
And my mom go-to thing was pink lotion.
Oh, and that smell now is like, no.
Exactly, and it's so watery. I'm like, you could have just used water, Mom, because for real, this ain't helping.
What is in that stuff?
I don't know. Ew. But it's just, it don't work.
It don't. And the smell was horrendous. And we bought it all the time.
We live by pink lotion.
Dax hair grease, we used to use that all the time. Blue Magic, that stuff is like thick. Okay, you could like catch flies in your hair if you had it like all gunked up in your scalp. And use her oil in your scalp, like that stuff makes that rice oil make your hair grow, and it make it just feel like good, especially if you just put your braids in. If you have an itchy scalp situation, put the oil in there so you ain't digging in it. It help with my sunburn too, because I get sunburn in my scalp if I'm outside a lot, you know, early in the summer, when that first heat hit it, you know.
Yes,
so
study cooking.
Yeah, so protect that's skin. Your scalp is skin, just like you protect your face, sunscreen and all of that.
Right.
Put some oil in your scalp and protect your scalp.
Exactly. Yep. And when I started using that oil, I would see that now I have new growth and stuff. I thought it was hair breakage, but it's actually new growth.
New hair, like new hair coming growth. Out of follicles.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like short, but then next time I check, it'll get longer and longer. I'm like, oh, I'm doing something right.
Exactly.
But I did pick up my game on moisturizer because I was lazy with moisturizing my scalp and stuff. So I told myself this year, bitch, you have to do better. You can't be a lazy natural and expect you to have waist length hair by your way.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Right.
So I started doubling up on my oil and doubling up on moisturizer. So now I got a routine now.
Yeah,
so.
And massage your scalp too.
Yes, definitely. Your scalp. My
to
scalp
stimulate
love that.
Yeah.
I go to sleep. That'll put me to sleep.
Yeah. But them new little pieces of hair, I experienced that a lot in the front. And I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And the same thing. I was like, wait, this is actually filling in a spot.
That's what I was saying. Right. Because I remember I cut my hair by mistake. I was taking out these crochet braids and I cut my hair. So I just started greasing that spot. Oh my God. I
hate that. I hate that. That is the worst. That is the worst.
But it grew. It caught up with the other hair. So now everything all the same length. And I'm like, damn, my hair got tricks.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yep. But how often do you trim your ends?
Right now, so like I said, last time was probably like April, and I will probably wait I probably won't trim my hair to the end of the summer. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Now, I'm not suggesting that to people if they don't do their own hair, because when I take and that's another thing, I might keep these in for like 2 weeks, and then I take it out, and then I deep condition, and I do this, that, whatever. Right. But if you don't take care of your own hair, if you aren't able to take care of your own hair, I do suggest you go maybe like every other month, just to have somebody look at your hair and see, if you need a little trim. Since I'm very comfortable with my hair, if I don't give myself a full trim, but if I see I got pieces that looking like, they need to be trimmed, I just kind of go through my hair.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
And clip off, especially a split end. You want to cut that off because it will go right up the strand. Yep. I call them fairy knots. You know what I'm talking about? The little knots you get. Yeah. Ooh, I get a ton of fairy knots in my hair. So clip that fairy knot right where it is. Clip it off, because that's just going to ravage the rest of the strand. So if you don't feel confident to like give yourself a straight across cut, just sit down after you can blow. I do blow it out so I can see, everything. And then I just go through it, and see little, and I just, like, oh, that look bad. You might want to cut that off or whatever. But again, I wear my hair curly, so you wouldn't be able to tell if it was a little uneven.
Right. That's how. Yeah, I cut mine when it's curly. So if I deep condition, if I detangle my hair with the brush, and then like towards the end, if I got like all them scraggly things, I
just
cut it off
right
like
off.
that. Yep. Because you can't, like, I'm not straightening my hair, so if you won't tell if it's uneven. It's all curly, so you can't really tell.
When the last time you straightened your hair?
I don't remember. It was a couple years ago.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's really good. So you've been staying away from the heat
altogether. I don't even blow dry my hair. I'll braid it up or twist it up at night and let it air dry, because I get a hot head when I'm asleep, so they dry when I'm in the morning. But I do want to straighten it for my wedding next year, but because I want waist length hair. Yeah. But I don't know. And somebody like, you sure? I think you should do it before, so you gotta do a
trial run.
Yeah, that's what somebody else
because
said.
you gotta make sure whoever do it know how to do it and make it last for your whole day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that'll be a whole issue. You're going to be upset if your stuff start start curling up or throwing up. You're going to be like, oh, Lord.
Yeah, I just dip my head in somewhere, like, you know what? It's just going to be throw today.
Yeah, but I mean, some people dread getting their ends clipped, but you need to. It is going to maintain your length.
Yeah.
If you skip out on it, you gonna go to their hair salon and they're gonna be like, damn, I gotta take 2 inches, girl, because you haven't been, and you gonna be upset like, oh, she didn't cut all my hair. And it's like,
It should have been cut.
Yeah.
You should have been nipped that in the butt. Yep.
Basically.
It's like when plants get them little brown tips.
Yes, cut them Jones off.
That's the same how you would do your ends.
Yes.
Your ends is fried, so it needs to be
Yes.
trimmed every now and then. So, don't be ashamed to cut it. Your hair grow
Puff
every
the
15
magic
minutes.
dragon. Yes. Because she going to be upset, pouting in her pictures if they happen.
Yup. Because I got my hair already made up. I want it straightened. But I do want to do a trial run though. See, I need to start researching.
You a G, because I would not do it.
Yeah,
because I would be looking in the mirror every 2 seconds like, how look.
True that. So I gotta do my due diligent research on who could do that, because I want my hair to bounce back. After the fact.
Right, and that's the other thing.